glad to have you here. We appreciate you coming out. Nice cool day. But we've got some damn good barbecue. There's a bunch of good teams out here today. I'm going to tell you a little bit about our cooker, what we use to fuel, how long we've cooked it, what kind. We'll talk about a lot of things here when we sit down at that table. But right now we're going to tell you about our cooker, and it's a little unique in its own right. We didn't go out and buy a cooker, and we've got some that we bought, but each one of these guys has been cooking long enough, and we brought something, every one of them brought something to this table, and we wanted a cooker that did what we wanted it to do, not what we had to learn it. We built this cooker in my shop. We've got two more of them, but this is the first one we ever done, and we're kind of partial to it, but she does a real good job. The unique thing about this cooker is, this cooker was a smokestack off the Titanic. We turned it into a grill. You know, it's got a lot of history behind it. And we wanted to incorporate that and do what we enjoy doing. We fire this cooker with a natural lump charcoal. We use cherry wood. Where are you from?
I'm in Roswell, Atlanta.
Here in Georgia? Well, in Mississippi, we don't have the luxury of having peach trees. That's outstanding wood to cook with. But if you cut a peach tree in Mississippi, folks want to fight. But we use cherry wood. We've played with a lot of different woods. Cherry, the things we do to it, all the flavor profiles really come good together. You know, you hear a lot of these teams talk about a flavor profile. We don't have a flavor profile per se. We want to cook good barbecue. We want it to taste good, but we want you to know you're eating barbecue as well. We're not here to eat sauce rub, injections. We want you to eat the pork. We want to complement it, take nothing from it, but it's all about the pork. Now, if you'll step this way, Dennis, we're going to show on this end. Each one of these cookers has metal right between on both sides and insulation, so we don't have no heat transfer. Now, you can see this shoulder wasn't cooked on this end, it was cooked on this one. It's not an insulated cooker, it's 3/16 plate, but we're cooking one night, so it does a really good job. We don't have to have insulation on it. On the back side of the cookers, though, there's an opening, allows the heat and the smoke to come up. A water pan, of course, the fire pan is directly behind it. Feed it and water it from behind. So you've got moist, wet heat, no direct contact with flames. So you're flavorizing and moisturizing and tenderizing all in one process. This is the product we've cooked here for you today. A pork shoulder. We cooked it just for you. That's pretty. Well, we're going to sit down. If you don't have any questions about the cooker, we're going to talk about the shoulder. So let's go get it.
Thanks, sir. You're welcome.
The bad thing about today is this wind. And it will start drying my shoulder out quick. Does your wife cook? You cook?
Yes.
You cook a turkey?
Yes.
Shoulders and turkeys have a lot in common. My wife cooks ours. I can't cook a turkey. Every year that turkey has turned out wonderful. And I'm like, show me how to cook a turkey. And I've tried, and it just don't happen. Well, I was in there one day and she went back to the bathroom to do her studying. And I found a damn button on that turkey. I said, there's a trick. Well, the shoulder's got a button also. Actually, it's got 3 or 4 buttons. And you can take these guys and do this and this. But the telltale on the shoulder is when you can take this, go right in here, and pull this button out. That bone. When you can do that, that shoulder is cooked to perfection. And my dogs love it. I bet they do. We're going to go ahead and start off. If you'll take some of that rub, and we want you to taste that.
Okay.
It's kind of like Baskin Robbins, but it ain't got 31 different flavors in it. We've got all our own products. I'm not going to try to sell you any of my products. You can go online and buy them. But everything I was telling you, we use to enhance this shoulder. We inject with real high-tech injection. We use apple cider. The only downfall of that is it's very seasonal. This is the time of year it comes in, so we have to buy it and use it, throughout the summer. The reason we like apple cider is the water content. It has very low water content, a lot of pulp. So you're rendering out all that water, and with juice, you got so much more water, you just got to do that much more work, you don't have near enough flavor. We don't pour no water or no apple juice in a pan or in our water pan, it's strictly water. We inject initially, rub it down, put the shoulders on. These are Smithfield shoulders. I've cooked every kind of shoulder you can imagine. You got to start out with a superior product to end with a superior product. And we feel like Smithfield is as good a quality as any. We've tried the Snake River, we've tried Butcher Block, but Smithfield is as good a product as any of them in my opinion. We cooked it for 14 hours at 225 degrees. I didn't open it up and baste it. right toward the end of the cook, we open it up and we put my sauce on it, just lightly glazed it to shine it up and make it look pretty. But we're gonna go all over this shoulder because I'm not afraid to go in this shoulder anywhere and give you any part of it. Because from one end to the other, top to bottom, this shoulder's consistently gonna taste the same. I'll break it open some, and you know, like I said, I'll pick any part of it and give it to you. We don't open it up too much because, like I said, this wind's killing me. And with what you're here to do today, I want to do everything I can to make finals again. Now I'm gonna pull these big black gloves off because I broke it down. Oh, I got technical way I did that. That's nice. I don't think they make a black glove that fits my hand. But like I said, you know, barbecuing has gotten so popular, and everybody's jumped on the bandwagon. We've been doing this for about 15 years, and I've seen gadgets that you use to cook with, and you know, barbecue's not complicated. Folks have been doing this for a long time. The key to it is you just gotta do it periods of time, low temperatures, and just cook it slow. There's a little work involved in that. Everybody wants to rush barbecue. You can't rush perfection. Then you can cook this shoulder in 6 hours, and I can make it as mushy as you want it, but you want it to have texture, not too tough, but you don't want it to be like peanut butter in your mouth either. And we feel like today this is what this is doing. You know, like I said, and I'm not knocking technology or anything else. It's a great thing. But some things, I mean, if it's not broke, why try to fix it? That's the part of the challenge to coming out and doing these things, is cooking a product the way you're supposed to cook it. I guess I'm old school barbecue. We don't have no gurus and all that fancy stuff. And it's very nice to have, but I got a guy that stays up all night long and he makes sure that fire stays at 225 degrees.
Very good.
Well, we cook it just for you.
Very good.
And we'll give you some of this outside of it. We'll give you some inside of it. We'll give you some bark. There's not a piece of this shoulder I won't give you because I feel like this shoulder, from, like I said, top to bottom, is consistently what I want it to be. I don't believe in having to come out here and sell you a product. I think your product ought to sell itself. You know, now, I'm going to tell you everything I can about it, but this shoulder, when I was making that box, I tasted everything about it, and I feel like this shoulder is as good as any shoulder out there. I said, now this is what we do for a living. I've got a barbecue restaurant at home, and this is what we enjoy to do. Everybody says, well, you cook every day at your restaurant, and then you go on the road and cook. How's that fun? I said, we get to meet a lot of good people. We have a lot of fun doing what we do. All these guys, and they give me such a hard time about being so good looking, you know, out here on the road. And
Have the same problem.
and, you know,
Same problem.
and I'm trying to help them understand that, you know, ain't everybody was blessed with that. But we have a good time, we get to have fun, and it's not like we're at work every day. And when you can do something you love, even though it's work, I mean, it's no work involved. It's fun.
True.
And we've been very fortunate to have that happen with us. You know, and I'll tell a lot of these judges, this ain't about what we did last week. We've been fortunate to win some things. We've done a lot of stuff and had a lot of opportunities, but it's about today. Last week, my shoulder last week ain't what I'm feeding you today. It's this shoulder that we cooked last night. And we feel like this shoulder's turned out wonderful. And I'm not trying to be stingy with it. I just don't want it to.
No, you're fine. This is fine. Very good. It is cold out here.
I just don't want it
That's
to be,
for sure. It is.
to be cold on you and warm up.
I probably got cold out there last night.
Yeah, about 3,
Yeah.
4, 5 in midnight.
We'll give you any part of this shoulder.
Very good.
We'll go all the way to the bottom. And like I said, I'm not afraid to give you any part of this shoulder. Have you got any questions so far?
Say, I did taste a sweet flavor. Is that from the apple?
That's from the apple cider. I mean, like I said, all we use is apple cider. In our rub, like I was telling you, we use dehydrated honey. We don't use brown sugar. It's got basically your minced onion. I think you get a lot better flavor from the minced onion than you do any powder, with the exception of garlic, because garlic's so damn strong. You start mincing up garlic and it'll kill everything. Plus, when you cook it, the flavor of the garlic completely changes. So with a dehydrated product like the minced onion, I think it does a really good job opposed to a minced garlic. But you got basically minced onion, garlic powder. We use several different things in our rub to make the flavor we want to have, and all of these things together go wood with the wood. I mean, even the smallest detail, you know, your wood, you wouldn't think it's that big a deal, but if you got one thing that don't match the other, it'll throw the whole picture out of whack. We feel like everything we've done today has made our shoulder really a good shoulder.
It's a good shoulder. It is. I like it.
But now, like I said, you feel free to tell me anywhere on this shoulder you want, and I'll pull it. I'm not scared.
Which tasty.
But I want to, you know, and when you get through judging, like I said, I cook this shoulder just for you. Come back and I'll let you take a bag of this stuff home so you and your wife don't have to cook.
Well, thank you. Appreciate that.
You know, I don't believe in giving gifts. Like, you know, y'all do a really good job for us. We should at least do something for y'all.
You from Mississippi?
Absolutely. We've been fortunate to come to this contest, and this contest has been good to us. I like a big contest opposed to a little one. You don't, you know, when we started doing this, hell, if you don't cook against the best, you don't get to be the best. And a friend of mine that I got into doing this with told me, he said, you want to be the man, you got to beat the man. And, you know, that's how you get better, is cooking against the best. And, you know, when we first started out, we were like damn Beverly Hillbillies. But we've been fortunate on some days we've been the man, and some days we've been, damn, what happened? That's why it's called competition.
Exactly.
But if you don't have any more questions, you don't want no more of this, I'm going to put these gloves on.
Already got one waiting in the wings for us, Hank.
Okay, we're ready for the next one. You're very good. I appreciate it.
Well, we appreciate you. Well, that'd be all right. She's probably early too.
And there's several scratches out here. So
That's what they, we found two different, we had a hog guy said one of the hogs scratched, and one of the other shoulder judge said the shoulder scratched. That's unusual.
yeah, it really would. So thank you guys.
Oh,
Well, have we covered everything for you?
I think so. I enjoyed it. It's very, very good.
Enjoyed the
Very
shoulder?
tasty. Enjoyed the presentation. Enjoyed the shoulder. Very tasty.
Well, we appreciate you. No Memphis barbecue pays you well. You just got to eat it.
Exactly.
Yeah. Goes a long way for gas
It
mileage.
does,
don't it?
yeah. All the back prize, what George is.
Well, I hate to rush you off,
That's okay. I appreciate it.
but we're trying to keep everybody on time. Dennis,
Thank you, sir. I
come back and
appreciate
see us. We'll give you some of this take home with you so you ain't got to cook tonight.
Will do. Thanks a lot.
All right, thank you.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
too. Thank you a lot.
Thanks for coming by Cotton Patch Cooking Crew.
Good luck to you.
Thank you.
Swapping her out, boss. Swapping her out.
That's right. Go
As
for it.
I
Go
walk
for it.
slowly in here, drop off this plate. You see, I put up the blue plate there.
The blue plate. This is the blue plate special.
That is a blue plate special. I will hit my wet mat, put it in the bowl here, real gentle.
So gingerly.
As I walk this pan over here
Such a shiny pan.
to the hog trough, what I call the hog trough, which is called the cooker.
Okay.
Little name for it.
Okay.
A little something I like to call the hog trough.
Right. I like that. That's good. So I hear we just got some exciting news about
We got some exciting news. We finished top 3 final in hogs.
That's
It's a
right.
Great thing for Cotton Patch Cooking Crew.
It was how
Out
many
of
teams?
40 teams, we had top 3. So
Top 3. So there's
our
a good
product is
chance.
pretty good. We
Ain't
don't
no
like to
doubt.
brag a lot, but we're damn good at what we do. Cooking meat.
That's right.
All right, so. Get a chance, I need no face wash.
All right there, Hank.
Got one more?
She out there now?
There's your glove right there.
Mr. Vaden, I hear we just got us some good news there, sir.
Yeah, we I told you we had a damn good hog.
Yes, sir, you did.
We finna find out how damn good she is. But we made fine with that big baby.
That's what I'm talking about.
And that's something hard damn to do over here because you got some of the best damn hog cookers.
Yeah, we found out earlier there's 40 of the nation's finest hog teams over here.
And guess what?
You in the top
We're
3.
one of the 3 up front. But right now, that don't make shit. We need to do shoulders
That's right.
again.